Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to this week's game of Paizo's Pathfinder Adventure Path, Iron Gods, Chapter 5, The Palace of Falling Stars. I will be your host for the Tuesday game, Luke Kenny, and we will meet our players in but a moment, but a bit of something to say before that. Life tends to get the best of people from time to time, and it has done so with 3 of our 4 players. Nothing horrible has happened, but it's just to say that we're all late, which is why we are starting as late as we are. So at the moment, we have 2 of our players ready. So we're going to, just so that we don't have to have a very short session for Iron Gods this week, we're starting with the 2. Scott, who plays Sarah, is going to join us relatively soon after we start. So honestly, after our intro, he might be able to just kick in right then. And Maddie, who plays as Peter Hastings, will definitely be relatively late, but I messaged him already and he said he's on his way. So we're just gonna kick at it with that. So without further ado, let's meet our players, shall we? Oh, hello. Can everyone hear me?
Hello.
Ah, yes, we've got one. Do we have the other? Chaz, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. So let me move this down to where I can see everyone. Okie dokie. As I was saying, let's meet our lovely half of the party. Okie dokie. To start things off, someone who is only with us in spirit at the moment, we have Peter Hastings, is played by one Matthew Thompson. He is our local good boy of the party, a paladin of the goddess Sarenrae. After him, our second in spirit only for the moment. Well, you can hear what we're saying. He's just muted because he's currently in a meeting. We have Scott is playing as Sarah Hitchkin whenever it loads. Our local not good boy, not good nor boy. She is a very devout worshiper of Callistria, the goddess of vengeance and lust. Next, we have someone who is actually here. Sir Kyle playing Taryn Gates. Say hello, Kyle.
Howdy.
Excellent. Kyle, what is Taryn and what does he do?
All right, so Terran is by technicality a sorcerer with gun, the ultimate cantrip, but Dr. Professor Taryn Gates is an archaeologist from Varissia, whose purpose is to acquire rare and wild magical artifacts from antiquity and bring them and place them neatly and securely inside of the museum.
His bag of holding. Oh, a museum. Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, a museum. He ain't no treasure hunter. He's an archaeologist.
Indeed. It's for science. Is what he tells everybody. All right. And go ahead.
You get.
Okay. And finally, our last player character is Vaughn Warneyes, played by our very own Chad. Oh, Chaz. That joke will never stop being funny to me.
That's all right.
Oops. Let me move this over. Chaz, what is Vaughn and who does he do?
Vaughn's an oracle that can use gun as his favorite cantrip.
Ah, yes, that's a running. That is a running trend here in Numeria, the savage land of super science. And finally, a member of the party, though not a player character, we have the alien Kasatha, known as Isuma. Isuma is as her description here states, a strange four-armed humanoid with sleek and muscled with keen eyes as black as pitch. She's known for her handiwork with a dagger that tends to not do much damage because she's a gunslinger. She has a special rifle that fires concentrated beams of cold energy at her targets. Though that's been kind of taken away from her, and it'll be given back to her when she has proven that she deserves it, elementary school style. Because everyone is currently residing within the capital of Numeria, Starfall, which is ruled with an iron fist by the Technic League. And if they thought you had any technology, they would take it and or kill you. Not sure which would happen first, but definitely both would probably happen. But with the intros out of the way, let's get to an introduction of the game, shall we? Alrighty. When last we left our intrepid heroes, quite a decent amount got done as they were proceeding into proper beginnings of Chapter 5. They had made their way to Starfall and consulted with the allies that they had to know what they had to expect as they were to go in. They knew to expect, as I said before, Starfall to be very grim and very unpleasant for the common folk. It's very 40k for Pathfinder, if you know anything about Warhammer 40,000. Very totalitarian, very abusive towards the citizenry. And the only reason that the people deal with it is because it's unfortunately much safer and much more bearable than the wilds of Numeria, which lay only on the other side of a few feet of glossite that surrounds all of Starfall. Upon getting to Starfall and being there for, you've been there for 2 days now, I believe. You've already achieved quite a bit of notoriety. It seems as if your names were not completely unknown to the Technic League. Someone who you've had run-ins with already must have done some squealing on the after they were let go by you all. Who that could be, it's hard to say. You've got some guesses. They might be right, they might be wrong. But the point stands that the Technic League does know about you, but they don't really care that much about you as it is. You have some notoriety, but not really that much. So it doesn't really matter to the Technic League. But after dealing with some of the locals of Starfall and being able to barely survive a couple of them, your notoriety has brought you the attention of the local gang of rebels against the Technic League. I guess you could say this is a very grim, very violent, and very weathered version of like the Merry Men from Robin Hood. They were known as the Mockery, named after what they are to the Technic League. They are an absolute mockery against everything that they stand for, that being complete control over all of Starfall. After a rather interesting run-in with the Mockery involving kidnapping of half the party, they met Mockery, the leader of the Mockery, very cleverly named. But after meeting him, they have agreed to ally themselves against Mockery in taking down the Technic League, which was something that the party wanted to do, but didn't know exactly how to go about it. Fortunately, Mockery was very into the idea of having proper heroes to help take down the Technic League, and Mockery gave them a very good point in the right direction. He's informed them that there is a tavern run by one of Starfall's most infamous drug lords, a man named Doc Hellbroth. Mockery's intelligence has recently confirmed that Hellbroth has been working closely with the Technic League to supply many of the drugs that they use to keep the Black Sovereign under their thumb. This knowledge has confirmed Mockery's suspicion that the Technic League is responsible for Kevoth Kul, the Black Sovereign's descent into addiction. Mockery believes that if you can assassinate Doc Hellbroth, or otherwise cut off the flow of drugs to Kevoth Kul from him, it would seriously disrupt activities in the palace by forcing the Black Sovereign into withdrawals. That would be a very cloak and dagger way of going about it, and one that wouldn't be a poor choice for the party. Next is the things called the night markets. So trade of technology in Starfall is 100% outlawed by anyone not approved by the Technic League, and even in the approved versions, it's almost always done with the Technic League. There's a few nobles that try and sneak in here and there, and for the most part, they're all right getting away with it, but people's luck tends to run out even for the lucky in all of Starfall. But Mockery has kept his ear to the ground about Starfall's night markets, and he has recently learned that a nobleman named Kronsieg Drund has come into the possession of some sort of technological object of great power. What it is, he can't really say, but he does know that he hopes to sell it at an upcoming night market. Ooh. Furthermore, Mockery has learned that the Technic League knows about this and suspects that they'll be sending, that they'll be sending one of their captains, one of their highest ranking members, in fact, to attempt to commandeer the device. If you all can attend this night market, you will not only maybe be able to purchase this device from Baron Drund and deny the Technic League one more artifact that they would get their hands on, but you could as well ambush this Technic League captain or captains. Such an act would be very risky, obviously, but especially if the captain escapes. And your notoriety would skyrocket. But if you were able to ambush and defeat this captain or captains, you would secure a number of key items of information that would make infiltrating the Technic League complex way easier. So with these two tactics in mind, it is at this point that I am going to ask my players, what do you want to do?
Well, Chaz, didn't we agree that we're gonna do the night market part first, or are we gonna do?
No, we asked when the night markets actually were, and they're still 4 days away.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go beat up a drug dealer then.
Basically.
Hell yeah. And
I think we all agreed, if possible, we want to attend. If it's plausible that we can fight the Technic League captain, we want to let the captain buy the artifact and then ambush him, so we don't have to spend our own money.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, because spending money is.
Now, if it's like several captains, maybe we try to outbid them and bail. But like if it's only one, I mean, yeah, they're powerful, but so are we.
Yeah, so. You guys are quite powerful all in your own right. But we'll just have to see how it goes and cross that bridge once we get to it now. All right, let me make sure I've got a few things set up. It seems like I do, so we will be able to.
Did we ask the I forgot his name. Hang on. I thought I wrote it down. Yeah, Mockery. Did we ask Mockery about if we would be able to like procure fake Technic League IDs anywhere?
Yeah. He mentions that they have themselves been responsible for a few that get passed around. And he could, if you need him to, have a few brought to you tomorrow. You would have asked this to him during one night, so he can say on the next day he can have them brought to you.
Yeah, we would definitely appreciate fake Technic League identification.
Indeed. A method of like I say, a method of being able to hold technology would be nice. And with that, we will start the next day off. Your characters wake up fully rested, and they have their hour of... Oh my, someone's got some heavy bass driving by my house. You all wake up, have your hour of preparation, all that fun stuff, and you can get to it right away. There is a knock at the door. It is currently... Let's see, you all would have gotten to bed at, what, honestly, like 2 a.m. So you get 8 hours of rest. That's got you at 10 a.m. You get your hour of cleaning yourself, preparing your notes, all that stuff. So just so it's good that you're fed and everything. Oh, by the way, after paying as much as you have for like the repairs and everything from a couple sessions ago, food is free. It's not the greatest, but you're brought a meal twice a day up into your rooms by the very now intimidated halfling. And right at about that time...
What's he afraid of?
Right at about that time, there is a knock at the door at what would have been 11:30 a.m.
Oh.
Peter's standing there with it T-posing. He's establishing dominance.
I look at him and I'm like, oh no, he's doing it again. Truly, we are cursed. And then I open the door.
You open the door, and there is like a table set out in front of the door with trays of plates of food on it, and 5 little discs placed in the middle of them all.
Does this table have wheels?
No. It's a thing that you would fold out to place down. If you've like been to a restaurant where they like have someone follow them as they're bringing food to your table, and they like lay out a tiny stool table kind of thing to put the plate of food on. It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
Just take the food off of it for them to pick back up.
Yes, there's no one else in the hallway though. It's just food's been left out for you.
Okay, well, I just start shoveling food into my... I don't even bother with a plate.
Vaughn's gonna bring the food into the the room. Put on our like main table, coffee table, whatever we got.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm shoveling like stale Danishes into my mouth.
Pick up the discs.
Yeah, it's the food here, while it is free, is not much better than a field ration. It's just some stock material for you. It's better than it's like as if you had one of the specified field rations, right? Like when you play as an elf, an elven ration. If you play as a dwarven ration, that kind of thing. It's about that quality for whatever you are playing as. So in this case, an Aasimar, 2 humans, and a half elf. But you can't help but notice the little discs that have been placed on the onto the table as well. They are not edible, and they don't seem to be anything to that note. Can I get a knowledge local from you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
If I have it.
Not great.
Ah, well, all you needed was a 12. These are carrier badges. But you can't really tell, but you can assume that they're fakes.
Oh. Fakes? This place is truly uncouth.
Yes, carrier badges are, again, what is required to be able to carry... okay, yeah. Sarah is able to... Oh, wait, she can hear us. Oh, she's able to... Oh, hello, Scott. You're speaking from the 5th dimension, I see. Yeah, so you're able to tell that they are carrier badges, and Sarah is able to confirm for you that they are fake. Though they are very well made, and will fool pretty much anybody if you just kind of flash it and then put it away. You know, as long as you don't hold it out and then have someone who knows what they're talking about really inspect it, then you'll be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, there is no note, no nothing, and you don't see anyone else in the hallway. The Ashen Mold, the Ashen Mound, excuse me. The Ashen Mound is the name of the inn that you're in, and it's relatively quiet during the morning. There are people moving about, getting their day started. A few people who work the third shift, I guess you could say, are coming in and just getting some food before they go to bed. You can hear kind of like the movement of the masses amongst the inn. So yeah, you all now have carrier badges. So you would be allowed to carry technology on your persons. Don't get caught with fake badges, though.
I was gonna say, would we know from the carrier badges the like expected amount of technology from just someone that has a carrier badge?
Give me another knowledge local. DC 12.
Okay.
Haha.
Excellent. Taryn, you know if you have one badge, you can carry any amount of technology you want.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. This is approval from the Technic League. It's the Technic League saying they're allowed to do whatever they want when it comes to technology.
But it's not it doesn't identify us as part of the Technic League?
Correct. You are not part of the Technic League. You just have approval from the Technic League saying that you can carry technology.
I was worried about like someone looking at Vaughn and being like, he has like a peon's badge and is geared up.
That is a very acceptable worry, but it is not the case here.
Okay.
I immediately rifle into the bag of holding and pull out my blessed Eleanor and give it a kiss on the barrel.
Yeah, let's hand these out, make sure everyone's got one, and get all our shit back up.
I'm like the gun Santa Claus. I'm just handing everybody their firearms.
Isuma takes her weapon very happily, and then kind of she seems as if she's petting it at one point, and is looking at it rather longingly with her dark alien eyes. Can I get a sense motive from anyone here that wishes to roll it?
It would not be I. And who is Taryn the Judge?
Look at you, Vaughn. With your 4 base sense motive, you're able to succeed.
Succeeds on a motive check.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that this weapon... So it's very common for adventurers to have some kind of emotional or sentimental connection to their gear, especially since it's usually what has gotten them through multiple, often life-threatening adventures. But Isuma seems very attached to this weapon, specifically. More so than the average adventurer.
Oh, the average.
Vaughn will go ahead and ask: Is your gun special to you?
Without looking up from it, she's not disguised as a human at the moment. She looks like her typical alien self. She says, "Yes, you could say that. This was one of the last pieces of equipment that was given to me by the crew before the incident."
Oh.
So it's basically all she has left of her friends that were aboard the ship.
Yeah. It's the last thing that was given to her by members of the divinity.
Right.
The divinity being the great world ship that crashed on Nymeria. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then she kind of steels herself, and she does not look sad. She just looks affectionate the entire time. It's a good thing to know. She then kind of steels herself a bit, and then kind of takes a firmer hold of it, flips it over to inspect it, military weapon style, and then flips a switch on it to prime it. And then when she sees that it is still working just as good as it was, she deactivates it for now and puts it with the rest of her gear. And she says, I am happy to have it again.
Hopefully we won't have any reason to hide it.
She just looks at you, and she's wearing that gas mask, so you can't see her mouth, but she kind of you could tell she's like giving a really expression. Then she says, Vaughn, we are in Starfall. We've been here for 2 days and we've been attacked 3 times.
Yeah, but it's our turn to go do that to somebody.
One of the first times you've heard her giggle or laugh at all. I think there was another time before that, but it does not come to my memory personally. She says, "Quite."
Vaughn digs out his V-mod goggles, snaps them back onto his face.
Yeah. Now you can be a Digimon protagonist.
Yeehaw.
Oh no.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Sarah has her stuff. Well, I don't think she ever took any of it off. She was just hiding it, so she doesn't have to worry about disguising it anymore. And Peter is allowed to add the attachments back to his weapons. Oh, there's a country boy with a nice raised truck burning some diesel out in front of my car, or in front of my house. He's doing the great Lord Jeff Foxworthy's the great. I tell him Benjamin Franklin didn't die upon the cross not to roll some coal on each night.
What? What? What?
For those who don't know, that's God. Kentucky talk for. No. Okay. Back to what we're doing. I was trying to sound as dumb as I could. And I think I pulled it off. I think we got there. I think we got there. Okay, yeah. All right, it's good. All right, cool. So, with this all said and done, noon rolls around, and I will ask the party, what would you like to do with today?
We can go. I didn't write his name down. We can go check out the drug dealers. What did he say? What did Mockery say he ran?
It was a inn called the Red Reaver. I'll type it into the thing.
What's the guy's name? Is the guy
the local
Doc Hellbroth?
Hellbroth.
Okay.
That man definitely sells heroin.
That name is on the nose, by the way. That is some good old-fashioned fantasy style, really obvious name reasoning.
Yeah, that man definitely sells smack to kids, and I cannot wait to beat him up.
Like, that name is as obvious as early 2000 anime character names, where, like, their name is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, the early 2000s. The best of times.
The worst of
times.
The
worst of times.
The best of times, the worst of times.
Well, I think we'd be fine just at the very least checking out the Red Reaver.
Okay.
Or
show up,
blowing it up.
Show up for drinks or something.
Right.
Hang around for a bit, scout the place out, and I mean, if we decide that it's go time, we can.
I mean,
we wouldn't have to.
We're about to wander into a fantasy meth lab. So, like,
not wrong there.
Like, they're giving the Black Sovereign
although
like a gallon of PCP a day. So,
I wonder if I still have 4 vials of Numerian fluid. I was like, I wonder if I could sell them to him and then we can beat the shit out of it.
All right. Let me see here. Cool.
To the Red Reaver.
To the Red Reaver, you all will go. Do you all want to go now or later? So here's the thing. Okay, you're on the map. The Red Reaver is... Oh, shoot. I don't think it says specifically where it is. I think it's somewhere in the kill box. Let's see.
I mean, it would probably be less suspicious if we went later in the
Later.
day when it was popping.
So do you want to wait till night?
Yeah, or like at least like
Probably,
evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're all ready to travel. You hit the B button on your controller to go to the world map. And you select your destination, which has appeared on your mini map, which is the Red Reaver. Bing, bing,
Red Reaver, Red
bing.
Rover.
Honestly, now that I look at it, hang on. Let me see if I've got like a, because there are numbers. You see these numbers?
It's number 9, Red Reaver.
Oh,
It's,
badass. Okay.
Yeah.
The Red Reaver. Okay. Oh, okay. That would make a lot of sense. It's along the Street of Lights. Excellent. I wasn't far off. I thought it was over here. Okay. So, you all select that destination, and the game then asks you if you would like to wait for nightfall, or do you want to go now? And you all choose nighttime. Excellente. Let me move you all into the proper position.
Assume the position.
Pull the lever, Crunk. All right. Now, let's wait until I'm able to pull everyone's character onto this screen. Boop. There's 1 nerd, 2 nerd, 3 nerd. Whoa! Look at this nerd with his dark vision. Look at this nerd with his dark vision.
Oh no, that means it can be me or who is the other nerd with dark vision?
Sorry, I
Can
had
do
to
it.
sneeze. That would be Vaughn. Vaughn also has dark vision.
Hell yes.
Alrighty. Moving everyone over. The sound of festivity and local chatter fills your ears as you approach the Red Reaver. Here on your map, here, let me turn this audio down just a bit. It's a touch on the loud side. The Red Reaver seems to be rather bumping right now. Things have been going on rather well for them, and being that it is so close to the Street of Lights, the Red Reaver seems to be having quite a good amount of success. You have control of your characters. Do you wish to... whenever you're ready, just move on up to the door. I'll move Peter and Sarah up there.
That down. Okay, let's.
If there's any moving around you'd like to do prior, feel free to do it now.
I'm
take
going to go ahead.
No, I guess we're ready.
Mhm.
We wanted to just scout the place out from the inside, right? Do we
Yeah.
want to give the building like a once over from the outside first?
Heron kind of looks and he like wiggles his finger at Vaughn. He goes, "That's not a bad idea. I will look for an, extra exits because I'm sleuthy like that."
Give me a perception, you two, both of you.
Oh,
Alright.
fuck.
Vaughn's like, don't mind if
Yeah.
I do. 20? That's cute. Show him how it's done, Vaughn.
There we go.
51. For those who don't know, Vaughn has a plus 39 to his perception. If you scroll down, you'll see why.
He sees much.
Plus 2 from being a half elf, plus 1 for the Seeker trait, plus 10 from a green VMod, plus 1 from his assistant bot that floats around him, a plus 6 from a skill chip, and a plus 2 from lesser spellcasting contract. So yeah, the boy's perceptive. You go around the place, you see, so it's not represented very well, but you're currently on a street that's in front of the bar. The bar there's plenty of people wandering around. It's not shoulder to shoulder on the street like some places can be, downtown Bowling Green. But
Street five.
God, those street rats.
Specifically in like 15 to 20 foot circles around the doors.
Like
to the bar.
islands of human. Look at piles of flesh, like a rat king, just all crammed near the door.
That's a good example.
But I mean, I'm actually kind of for it, so I'm not gonna diss on it. But anyway, you all, it's that kind of thing is going on. There's a bouncer at the door that is not really paying much attention, and you can all go in unmolested. And you do not find, even with your roll, Vaughn, any other exits. This is the only way in or out of the Red Reaver.
Interesting. Not even a back door?
Nope.
It's kind of that in itself is kind of suspicious.
That is a fire hazard waiting to happen. There are windows. There are multiple windows, but
Especially in a fantasy meth lab, like these people are just asking. They're just asking for it. I lived in central Kentucky enough to know about the hazards of meth labs.
Alrighty. Now let's get our players into a proper position. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I'm going to move you all from this point out. You all move into the front area. Let me pop up for myself the adventure text for the Red Reaver. There we go. Excellent. Got this. Move to here. This is a middle room. This is where there's a bouncer. As you walk in, he glances to see that someone has come in. And he's a big old half-orc fella. Big man. Very heavily muscled. And he smells like he hasn't bathed in ever. But the guy is kind of standing over, minding his own business over here, and that business is a human woman who has found a bit of fancy in him, and she seems just as well washed. So you just give him a thumbs up and be about your business. And from this point, whoop, I would like to welcome everybody into the Red Reaver Tavern. Now I will read. Several rickety-looking tables adorn this cramped room, each surrounded by numerous benches or chairs. The air within the bar is hazy and smells of sweat, incense, and straight sweet scents. That was a tongue twister. To the south, a 10-foot-high statue of a hulking humanoid monster with 6 eyes and tiny wings looms. Its large bulbous head brushing against the ceiling above, while its crimson arms hang out like in a gorilla-like pose. So, everybody, I will ask, what would you like to
that's
do?
a statue that's in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, is there a knowledge check I could roll to know what it is? Or is it just a cool looking statue?
Let me see here. Give me, that's actually, it does not state. Oh, okay. Give me a knowledge, nature.
Ah,
Oh no.
eh.
It
tried.
is DC 23. So, that's unfortunately not going to make it.
So it's a cool looking statue. Got
Wait.
it.
So
It
you're
seems
telling
to
me-
be a monster of some sort, but you're not sure what kind.
Shades.
Yeah, Taryn, you are not sure what it is either.
Is it an artifact?
No, it's not an artifact. Looking to see if any other players have knowledge skills required. This is a long shot, but I'm looking at Peter's character. No. You two are the only ones able to roll it, and you failed. You can tell with that roll that it is indeed it's not just some random statue. It's a type of magical beast, but other than that, you're not sure what it is. You've never seen the like. You can just tell what it's supposed to be. All you know is that the statue is rather intimidating, but it's a little more than artwork.
How big is it?
How big is it?
How big is it?
As I said before, the thing is a 10-foot tall statue.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to smuggle that bitch out. So carry on. Carry on. Sorry.
Uh,
Unless.
Indeed. Around the room are several peoples, mostly Kelids, in various different stages of intoxication. The atmosphere within the Red Reaver seems rather relaxed. Let's see. None of the patrons
even after we come in?
Huh?
Even after we come in?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So if you take a look around the room, it's a rather interesting bunch that you see. Can I get a perception check, please, though?
Sure.
You see her?
Yeah.
Let me do something for you real quick. Let me do that and then move her so you can read her name.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So
Let's sit away from her.
yeah,
Indeed.
let's
There are
have Peter arm wrestle this shaman for the booth.
Indeed. There are 3 tables and 2 bar seating areas. This one seems to have just some mercenary looking folks, some rather ragtag, rough looking characters. This one, what looks to be Kelid tribe. Some of the barbarians that seem to wandered their way into Starfall have made their way in here, and they're in typical barbarian fashion, doing a lot of cheering, roaring, yelling, smashing of glass, and cheering when glass is smashed, and chugging as much ale they can get their hands on. The Technic Leaguers over here, there's a gearsman and 2 assistants. You've come across these hirelings before. They don't even glance up at you when you walk in. You don't even think the gearsman pays attention to you. Probably noticed it but didn't care. They seem to be going over something, and they're all talking to her. So yeah, you wish to interact with the... Oh, and there's also the bar seating area, if you wish to deal with that. Shouting from a very busy bar section, this woman calls out to you, and she says, feel free to make yourself at home. I'll be with you in but a moment.
I'll sit at one of the bar seats. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to a bar seat as well. Between the Numerian Gunslinger and the Machine Slayer.
Okay. You'll go to here. And Vaughn, you want to go to here?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, as you do, Isuma goes to follow you, but then she gets tugged. Someone has grabbed onto her arm from this table over here, and you hear in very thick and accented common, "Well now, lady, where do you think you're going? Pretty thing like you deserves to be sitting with us."
Oh no.
We would all appreciate it if you would leave her alone.
At that, all 3 people at this table stop drinking. One of them smashes a thing on the ground, and then the shaman then lets go of Isuma and says, "Oh, what's that then there, little man? I see that this flower has already been picked by you."
Oh no. Oh no.
Vaughn, your base perception is enough to see that Isuma is already reaching for a knife.
Vaughn just kind of sighs and is like, yes, and do you have a problem with that?
He says, Oh, I've not got a problem with it at all, but I would like to fight you for this lassie here.
Well, my
And
apologies.
he stands
but that's
up
not how I
and
do
then
things.
pulls out a club. To which the whole kind of bar then stops what it's doing and looks up at the bunch of you. Um, everyone kind of is got their eyes on you, but no one's making any actions at the moment. As I said before, Isuma has already pulled a knife, but this guy isn't noticing that himself. What do you want to do?
Vaughn's attempting to resolve this peacefully, but A's pretty sure it's not gonna go down that way. He's Vaughn will that's not how I do things. That
Huh?
not a he's just like that's not how we do things. And if anyone was gonna fight you, if anyone was gonna, if you would have to fight anyone for her, it'd be her, and you're not gonna win.
Roll diplomacy. Let me give you a DC from that. Give me a diplomacy with a DC. Boo, 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 boo. Hot damn. 25. Whoa! All right. So, you say that rather convincingly, and he kind of looks over at her finally, and she has already like made a lunge for him with the knife, to which he's like reeled back, and like she begins to go for him again, but the shaman's like, all right, hey, easy, just be about your way then. And he kind of sits down defeated and a bit on the embarrassed side, and Isuma not just scurries away, but just kind of marches over to where you are, Vaughn, and keeps a strong eye on these three. The two others just kind of look at the shaman. The shaman then says, he says something in Halit. Doesn't hear anyone speak Halit?
No.
Not me.
He says something in Halit, to which the other two kind of go, and then get up, finish whatever drink that they can get their hands on, and then leave.
Oh.
That means,
Looks like a table has opened up.
It is a bit on the minor side, but all of you get 500 experience.
Hey man, we take those.
I'll add that to the folks that ain't here.
Experience is experience.
Indeed.
All right. So I'm going to talk to the barkeep lady.
Okay. Let me
And,
pop up her her little thingy real quick. Seoria. A rather attractive looking Tian woman that has a very obvious augmetic surgically applied to one side of her face, kind of as a skin graft slash technological improvement for one eye.
Ah, she's Kano.
Oh yeah, she looks like Kano, kind of, yeah. But instead of being Australian, she's what Kano is supposed to be initially, Japanese.
So I like lean across the bar, my glorious beard shining in the light. And I say, what kind of beverages do you sell here?
Seoria kind of puts her hands on one end of the thing and like seems kind of like to lean in to talk to you, but also you can tell just to relax for a moment as she's been working rather diligently throughout the day or night. And she says, the alcoholic kind. So, what are you going to be having?
I guess I'll take one of the alcoholic kind.
Without asking any further question, she reaches under to grab something and just puts a pint in front of you and then walks away from you.
And I say, oh no. I kind of like walk back over to Vaughn and I go, so the barkeep seems very business oriented. We'll probably have to rotate around to get her to talk about where this Doc fella might be.
Oh, hang on. Our fourth player has joined. Just a moment, everyone.
Someone's
There
here.
he is.
Took you long enough.
Sorry, I didn't get any notifications.
Forever.
It's
Let me
Maddie.
in. Let me. But, okay, Maddie, to catch you up, you've not really missed much of anything. You all have simply decided the best route of action at the moment to destabilizing the Technic League within Starfall is to start by cutting off the Kevoth Cool's connection to the drugs that he's addicted to send him into a state of withdrawals. The way to do this is the Mockery has found a connection to the drugs that he takes and the tavern that you're currently in called the Red Reaver. You've not done really anything other than tell a group of barbarians that were catcalling Isuma, told them to fuck off, and they did. And Taryn just got served a drink by the bar lady, Seoria. Boop.
I do wish to call her back over and ask her another question.
Okay. She's currently pouring what seems to be a darker alcohol for this woman here, serving over here. And she raises a finger to you to signify she'll be there in a moment, but does not return immediately.
Bond's gonna move over to the table. just so Isuma has a place to sit. Just kinda like
Isuma then just kind of looks over, sees you do that, and then just goes to sit.
Can I scan the room to see if like I know that there was only one door outside, but like
Absolutely.
we're under the impression this is a drug den and this is a single room.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Hiya.
Okay, so you might find this one surprising, but a 43 succeeds. As you were looking around the room,
Four on the
something...
die.
Yes. Let me see here. Something about this area here. Part of that wall doesn't seem to be right. If this were a video game, that section of wall would be like a different color, or have a crack in it, or it would be selectable for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or, you know, in Skyrim, the Thieves Den, the Thieves Guild, there's that the closet you can open up, and then the back wall of the closet says
It has an
open,
activate on
yeah,
it.
it says open closet or something like that. And you're like, what? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's a secret door. You
Or
pick
like
up on it.
or like in a Pokemon Red and Blue with the casino.
Yes. But there's no poster of Giovanni to
Or like,
tear down.
Everything in a room, all the walls are patterned the exact same way, except you look at one of them and it's like something's wrong with the pattern, but you can't quite place it.
Yeah, it's like a weird zigzaggy pattern, but in that section it's backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, Peter, if you'll look over here, look at that woman and look at her name.
Who? Technically Arcanist?
Yeah. So of the three tables here, you have a table of just mercenaries, a table of Technic League, and there were barbarians here, but they've left. There's also just a couple people at the bar.
It's a good thing I'm in my snappy cloak. They I'm in armor.
Oh, another thing. You all have your technology weapons again. You all have fake carrier badges at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Mockery had a few made for you, and they were brought to you on the next day, which is today. Sayoria comes back to this fellow, and she pours him a shot of some kind of honey-colored liquor, and then looks to you and says, "Yes, beautiful. What is it going to be this time?"
I say, well, it's not the alcoholic kind of beverage, but I'm looking for an acquaintance of ours, I would say.
She gives you kind of a "excuse me" expression. She says, "Okay."
She says,
I know most of the people that come to this bar. Are you looking for someone in particular? Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
another
looking-
murder. Listen, I've told all of the associates and the people from the Mockery that come from the kill box that I don't know anything, and I don't want to get in the middle. I keep my head low, understand?
I say it's nothing like that. I'm just here.
You're not
To
here for
see,
money, are you?
No, I'm here to see Doc.
Give me a sense motive. Or perception, one or the other. Vaughn, you may also roll perception.
Oh. Heh.
Oh, see, I was going to actually make it a gigantic roll, but you rolled a 59. Both of you succeed.
Hurt you?
She doesn't, other than her eyes flare when you say Doc, but she keeps a pretty, for the most part, stoic face. She goes on to say, "I'm not sure who you're talking about," but you know that that's obviously a lie.
Yeah, I take a sip of the drink and I go,
You're looking for a doctor, perhaps?
I just
What-
give her the look of quit bullshitting me. We both know who we're talking about.
She says, Haggard. And then this guy next to you with fists the size of watermelons says, "Hey." She hands him what looks like a bottle of whiskey and says, "This is yours if you go to sit over here." And then he just goes, "Fair enough." He just makes his way to sit over here. And then she looks at you and nudges for you to come sit over here.
And I sit over there.
She then gets on her elbows, leaning in over this table, and gets real close to you in a way that's a touch provocative, because though she is wearing typical adventuring-ish kind of gear, it's low cut, and though she is not bountiful in the chest department, it is enough to catch one's eye, especially if they've just been, a wandering adventurer in the waste of Numeria for the past month or so. But she gives you a look over and says, "So, are we here for pleasure or improvement?"
I say, unfortunately, pleasure would be nice, but improvement.
I see. So you're looking for, how you say... And then she gives kind of a with to signify that she blinked with her robotic eye. Or
I
a wink, I
say,
guess is more accurate.
I kind of wink in response, and I go, my hand is fast, but it would be nice to be quicker on the draw.
It is rather slim.
I'm more toned than bulky, but I feel like a bit of upgrade or a bit of improvement would go a long ways.
Fair enough. A moment. And she gets up and goes to help another person at the bar. This is a moment if you wish to go communicate with the rest of your teammates about something, if you wish, or you can just hang out.
I grab my mug and I kind of wander over and I go, I think we're in, boys. And I take a big old quaff.
I say, well, of course we're in. We're inside the bar.
Peter, your literalism surprises me and disappoints me every time.
I'm going to lean closer to Sarah, who cannot speak at this moment, and say, I hope he knows I was joking.
Both Sarah and Salt kind of give a kind of reaction.
But I say she asked if I was here for pleasure or improvement, and I went with improvement. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. They're probably going to take my hand, and that's the last thing I really want. So help.
Vaughn goes, I can attach it back for you.
I prefer to not have that happen. I would like to keep it attached the way it is.
I just,
So
if it happens.
if yeah, and I like down my drink like with like a 15-second like just chug, and I'm like, all right, I'll let her know that we're all here as a group, I guess, and I head back to the table.
Don't yet. Vaughn, I mean, she probably saw us come in as a group, but
right.
Vaughn's gonna be like, don't like ask to bring us in or anything.
Saria eventually, like once you get back to the booth, returns to you and she says, your friends there, are they with you, or did they just show up at the same time?
They're with me. They're all kind of, some of them already got some upgrades, but they're wanting to expand on them. And we were told this is the best place to go.
Give me
and
a
the most
bluff check.
discreet. Oh boy. Pull up. Oh, that feels good.
Bravo. So, you're here for improvements. All of you. Very well. She then will say, the lot of you, if you'd come with me, then begins walking to here.
I kind of like walk behind her, and I'm like, though the one in the black and yellow, she's probably here for both. Let's be honest.
Oh, so she's just inviting us in. All right.
I kind of like gesture to you guys. I'm still holding the mug. It's empty, but I'm holding it.
Fine. She's gonna.
Seoria will open this door for you.
Ho.
She looks in, and can I get a sense motive from the lot of you?
Sure.
Sure. Sure. Maddie, please.
We a bunch of dummies.
Oh, thank God.
Peter, you feel as if there is something else that Seoria isn't letting on. But not in the she's trying to trap you kind of way, but in a there's something else about her. You don't know what it is, but there's something else.
She's also a human bomb.
She is the danger.
I mean, it's a little weird that like she's just doing this, opening what appears to be a secret door, just with people in the bar, with a technically person in the bar. I mean, we have
that's
carrier badges.
No one in here seems to be paying mind to that door opened.
Yeah.
Like, Taryn, with my sense of 11, he's like, I'm the smoothest motherfucker in Numeria. I can't believe his word. He's like, there was no repercussions to my actions.
Do you wish to make anything of the information I gave you, Peter, or do you want to just keep going?
Well,
Rip.
he's dead, Jim.
He has died.
I'm going to assume his silence is carry on.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear my name.
Oh, well, your character's name, Peter.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I must have cut out for you. But yeah.
Finally free.
Oh, Scott, you're
Yay.
finally with us. Yay! We're all together.
We have an hour of togetherness.
That was the longest budget meeting I've ever sat through.
Indeed. Alrighty. So, Sayuria has opened up the secret door, into the back room of the Red Reaver Tavern. And as I said before, as she opens it up and looks to the group of you and says, "You're free to go in. Try not to bother Mr. Hellbroth too much." And when she says that, Peter, you're the only one to pick up on it, that there's a bit more to her with the doctor than she's letting on.
I will make note of that and be on guard.
All right.
Also,
I kind
why are we here?
of to beat up a drug dealer.
Yeah, we're in the tavern.
Did you not hear when I explained it? Were you AFK?
I mean, I heard you explain that we're after a drug dealer, but we're going to a doctor who does cybernetics.
No,
Not
his
a
name
drug
is
dealer.
Doc.
He is the drug dealer.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, he's selling smack to kids.
Then why did you inquire for cybernetics?
Because we had to weasel our way in, man. You can't just say, you don't just walk up to somebody and be like, "Hey man, I would like to procure your finest drugs, please." You
We
don't do that.
Well, we did that in Strange Aeons, and that worked just fine.
Well, this is Numeria, all right? Drug dealers are harder here. They have,
It's a different kind of crazy.
yeah, they can turn their gun for a kill shot, okay? So like, come on, man. Peter's not streetwise. We know that.
Personally,
Harry's not either.
Personally, my original plan was I was gonna order I was gonna let him do whatever it was, and if he succeeded, like I was gonna let Taryn do whatever he wanted. But if he failed, I was gonna make a show of ordering a drink and spiking it with Numerian fluid.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Not like a full dose or anything, but just like, you know how the booze that we had at the
Yeah.
other tavern was like spiked with Numerian fluid. Basically, like make a show of doing that to get her to, like, I don't know, ask us where we got it, or like, do you have more of that, or you know.
Yeah, not a bad tactic.
But
Yeah.
doesn't apparently Taryn can, you know, just lie his way in. That's all right.
I mean, a 32 bluff. That'll do it.
You can see I can lie. I mean, not like it's not equatable, but still.
All right. I will now provide control to you all for your characters, if you would like to just make your way in.
I kind of,
Yes.
I guess,
Finally, yes.
I kind of like nonchalantly walk in. It's a terrible mistake for me to go first, but I feel like to keep the ruse, I have to.
It makes total sense for you to go first.
Oh man, I'm not liking this, Luke. Are these doors?
Yes, sir. There are curtains, actually. Excuse me.
Oh man, there's probably some people doing some weird things in these rooms, isn't there?
I have no vision of anything past this point.
Same.
Excuse me?
We can't see.
We can't see anything in this room.
I can't see anything at all where I'm at.
You
It must
can't
be dark.
see anything.
I
It must
only
be dark,
I
'cause
I
I
can
can-
only see back this way.
You can see. I can see fine.
Oh, it's, yeah, there's not a light source.
I'm a light source, remember?
Oh, you want to have cast light upon yourself? By default, you don't have it, but
Yes, I do.
you do? How?
Yeah.
Oh, your ever-burning torch. There. Does
Yeah.
that work? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see now.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move everyone along. Oops. Boop. Where the heck did your bug go? There he is.
Underneath me. Leave her there. It's easier for me to move it double.
Gotcha. Okay. So as you're moving along, once you get in here, I'll just...
I'm gonna let Isam walk ahead of.
Oh, okay. Let me
So,
do
sure
this.
She's
Sayoria will close the door behind you and just tell you all to have a good time. As you all are moving along, the rooms that line this hallway seem to be more of like a private chamber for anyone else in here. You can hear some bits of noise coming from inside. They seem to be more like giggling, kind of like not moaning isn't the right word, but there are the sounds of people.
Someone's having a good time.
must be what she meant by pleasure.
Also, as well, your base perception. Let me. Boop. Yeah. You're all able to notice that there's plenty of secret little areas here. There, and there. You count 6 in total.
That's not suspicious at all.
That's not. Oh,
What's secret about them?
they're probably like. There's probably corridors there for like thugs or spies to like sleuth around so they can kind of see what's going on.
Can Vaughn open this, whatever it is?
Absolutely.
The secret
yeah,
area there?
it's not locked. It's just hidden.
Vaughn will... Is it?
In this room, it becomes immediately obvious as to why this room was kept hidden. There's a lot of drugs in here. A lot. I mean a lot. You immediately notice some alcohol, but some flay leaf, opium, pesh, and other similar drugs littered all around the place.
All right. I'll close it back. Vaughn, I'll close it back up just to not look like I've been snooping through his shit.
Okay.
Well, we can kill him or whatever, and then take all that shit later.
Excellent.
But for now.
This is the door. This is the only door.
Okay. I wait for my companion.
Oh, another thing. Each of the curtains, Vaughn, you notice, have a magical aura, abjuration.
Dang. Can I spellcraft that?
Yes, you may.
Kurt.
Give me a spellcraft check to identify the property.
Yeah.
It's a very light aura. It's just a muffling effect.
Okay.
Any noise that's on the in or outside, it gets very heavily dimmed when it passes through that.
Neat.
Which is why the noises are very hushed.
We'll rip that shit off the walls too.
You can tell each curtain would probably sell for 50 gold.
All right. Solid.
Money's money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This and this, those are not curtains.
This one
Correct.
and the one at the end of the hallway.
This one right here.
Oh.
They are doors and they are locked.
I knock?
At this one,
Yeah.
there is no answer.
This one's not locked, correct?
Correct.
Oh, then I just open it.
Okay. All right. The walls of this room are lined with workbenches adorned with all manner of alchemical substance and devices. The central area is open and remarkably free of clutter, while 2 metal doors face each other at the east and west walls.
Huh.
This one being one of those two metal doors.
Yeah. I imagine that's where we got to go for Doc, but there's the locked door over here, correct, Amundo?
Over here in the hallway.
Oh,
These
over
two
here?
doors are not metal, but they are locked. They're
I-
heavy wooden doors.
I would like to open this one.
Okay, go for it. DC 25 to unlock. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that.
You said you needed a thief. I built a wizard thief.
All right. Boop. Inside is plenty of alchemical equipment.
Ooh.
Leave for later.
Yeah, I slowly shut it, and can I lock it?
Excuse me?
Bond just whispers, he's like, leave that for later, and I shut the door, and is there any way I can, like, relock it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I do that, and then I'll open up the other door as well.
The same result. It seems to be a storage area for alchemical equipment.
Oh. I just shut it and lock it too. I'm like, there's gonna be some good stuff in there.
They got
But-
that real good.
But it's after we beat up the drug dealer. All right. Well, I'm ready to go through here whenever the party is.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and move
What?
everyone up a bit.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Whoop. Just a moment. You open up the door, and light floods in as the only properly lit area of the building is opened up. A cybernetics laboratory is what awaits you.
Oh.
In this lit room, bathed by deep red lights, a haze of cloying metallic scent smoke leaks from the series of large glass cylinders in the center of the room. Strange masks connect to the cylinders by long, slender tubes, within which a sickly yellow liquid prelicates slowly. A large surgical table surrounded by strange various machines sits in the center of the room, and the walls are lined with more strange apparatus. Arrays of tubes, syringes, and vapor masks are predominantly displayed in glass cases and hanging from steel hooks. A pillar of metal covers and softly blinking lights stands at the east end of the room, and a tangle of cables snaking out of it to connect to many of the machines spreads throughout the chamber. Let's see. You can tell that this room is definitely one that could work as a cybernetic laboratory, as I said before, and would be amazing for the process of installation, removal, and creation of cybernetic equipment.
Hey, Luke. Hey,
Yes, sir.
friend.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck is that?
That is a clockwork golem. I'm glad you asked.
Rhinominius!
Indeed. Within the room stands a clockwork golem that immediately animates and moves to get between the two of you, or the group of you, and the doctor. I'm going to move everyone on in.
Hell, bro.
And
These are the
Within
ones that
here-
explode.
Doc Hellbroth, a rather interesting looking fella.
Dude. That man was born a villain. He came out of the womb
Yeah,
evil.
he doesn't look like he could have ever been anything other than.
Like, his
Yes,
father didn't hug him. Look at that face.
ever. He's also an elf. That's another thing to note. He's not a human.
Ah.
And knife
Um,
ears.
The man seems to have been at work at something as you walked in, and as you do come in. Doc Hellbroth, a wreck of a man who seems to never fucking sleep, even less so than a regular elf would.
So it's Maddie.
Seems to have been in the process of working on some form of cybernetic that was meant for a client of sorts. But once he realizes you all are here, which happens immediately as you walk in, the golem moved to get between the lot of you, and he says, No, fine, let them in. Let's get this over with. And he puts on a set of gloves, and then says, On the table. Let's go.
What
I
exactly?
say, oh, go ahead, Chaz.
No, I was. Sorry. I was just like, what do you think we're here for?
He immediately gets suspicious when you say that, and he says,
I mean, he told us to get on the table. He didn't say, like, what sort of cybernetics do you want? Von's just like, we're not, like, we don't need anything removed.
If you do not need any cybernetics, then I suggest you see that wench Seoria at the front of the tavern and stop wasting my time. See them out! The golem then kind of arches up and then like holds its hands out. And you can tell it's about to start pushing you out of the room.
No, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought the way you acted, I assumed that you were meaning to take cybernetics out, not to install them.
He says,
my apologies.
The way I acted. Roll your diplomacy.
Oh, no.
This will be a DC. That's not enough. It was going to be in the higher 20s. He says, Listen here, halfling. You will learn some manners for your betters, or I will teach them through him. Now get out.
Halflings are short.
He's referring to the fact that you're only half elf.
On is well aware.
Taryn goes, I apologize for my companion's insolence. We're here for more than just implants.
Can I get a DC 25 diplomacy check, please?
There's a chance.
Doc Hellbroth kind of relaxes a bit, but is still extremely tense. And he says, Fine. But not another word out of you. Now, who is getting the implants? All of you? Which is first? Come, speak up now. Stop wasting my time.
I gestured to Peter. Like, hey, Peter, you seemed very riveted about getting another implant. Why don't you go first?
Give me a bluff check, my dude.
Maddie, the reason why is because I want you to get in glorious melee combat with him.
Look at you, Mr. Trixie over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh yes. I'm gonna walk around the golem, and I'm gonna reach into my bag and be like, here. I'm going to pull out the.
As you turn the corner to where he is, he goes. No, he comments and says, "A rather large one. You seem rather more chiseled than the typical meat thugged-brained, knuckle-dragging barbarians that find their way in here from time to time. Now tell me, what is your name, child?"
My name is Hastings.
Hastings?
Yes.
An interesting name. You're not from Numeria, are you?
No, hired muscle.
Hired muscle. For them. He then gives a nasty look towards Vaughn and Taryn.
I nod my. I say,
Regretfully, yes.
You seem only old enough to get into your first beard, as it is. I believe your humans call you that.
First beard?
Yes.
I've had several.
Several, then. Tell me,
I
how many has he had? Referring to Terran.
I've only
He does
had.
not say that loud enough for Terran to hear.
Oh. Oh.
Unfortunately, the one.
I'll see if I can get some form of proper kind of antidote for that ailment. Perhaps something that makes the beard bladed, metal hair on the face that could prove worthy.
I'll put my hand on my mouth and go, well, you could just remove it altogether and save us all the trouble.
Yes, indeed. He has you lay on the table. He says,
oh, no, I was going to pull out the thing. Like, here, I'm going to hand him the... Ding! Thoracic Nanite Chamber Mark II.
Oh, snap. Okay. Let's see here.
Might as well make use of him while we can.
Indeed.
Or you beat the crap out of them for selling smack to kids.
Yeah. He says, oh, this will take quite some time, even for someone of my work. The rest of you, wait outside. He does not look at you all when he says that. The golem then begins to shove the rest of you out. Do you all want to stop this, or what do you want to do?
I say, no, he's my husband. I'm staying here.
No, your husband stays, and you will wait outside.
Please, I'm going to raise my hand and go, please, darling, you can wait out with the others.
But
The golem shoves you
stay
out.
safe.
Do what?
And told him to, stay safe. Don't die, my love.
And then slams the door on you all.
I kind of like scratch my gun against my head, and I say, "So what's the plan?"
Wait for Peter to finish having the nanite installed.
You do realize it's going to take him at least 4 or 5 days of recovery. It's not pleasant.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
The good thing is, I can just heal myself.
No, in the rules of getting it takes recovery.
Let's
I mean,
see.
you can still like.
It augments
function.
vital organs within your chest, particularly heart, lungs, blah, 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 blah. It grants an enhancement bonus to your constitution. Let's see.
What's the enhancement bonus for a Mark II? Is it +4?
Yeah, so +4. And it requires a 28 install roll. Boop, 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 boo. It is 4 points of implantation is what it takes up. Let's see. This goes into the cybernetic ones, correct? Is that how this do?
There's.
I know that this will take hours of work. Do you want to just simply wait these hours of work?
I mean,
We might as well. I mean, he's already in there.
yeah, he's already in there. He's got somebody installing the thing for him.
And if we barge in, he's going to bleed out.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why we would.
Alrighty. Cybertech. Implanting a piece of cybertech takes a number of hours equal to its implantation value if the installation is done by hand. Certain technological items can speed up this installation time, and the target must be willing or helpless during the entirety of the installation, which the installer attempts a heal check against the DC. It's neat that it's a heal check. You don't see those used very often. So you all are going to just wait. How long is this? It's going to be
4 hours.
4 hours. It will not take that long. Do you want to wait though?
Yeah.
You guys could fuck around with the drugs.
I mean, yeah, we could do something with. I mean, any of the stuff in here, but we don't really want to get caught, rifling through their shit while he's elbow deep in you.
Let's see. I'm crunching some numbers here. He then Doc Hellbroth. Now we're gonna cut over to Peter. He says, "On the table, then you." And then he says something in Elven to the golem, who then proceeds moving over and collecting some items. Hellbroth then looks to you and says, "I assume you have the proper amount. I need it in full first."
No. What was the price? No one told me.
At that, he skips a bit and says, "For an item such as this, the work that will go into it, I will need no less than 6,500 gold."
Oh! Well, we're gonna take it off his corpse later, Maddie.
Okay. I will hand him.
It's like hiring a prostitute. Fucking in Grand Theft Auto.
I will
Yeah.
hand
Or
him.
in real life.
I will hand him 6,000 gold pieces and 50 plat.
Excellent. He sees it, counts it with amazing speed, and then says, "It's all here." Hands it to his golem, who just puts it into like a little compartment. Won't it be fun when that golem explodes?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's solid coin, and it's really hard to fucking destroy.
But your body
He puts on a mask, like any good patriot in America, and then puts on some gloves, and then begins to work. This room is muffled. That door has the same enchantment that the curtains do. Peter, this is pretty excruciating work.
You won't hear a peep out of me.
I'll be the...
I'm a man, damn it.
Let's see here. The rules for this being... Now...
Peter begins to cry, and he forces the tears back into their hole. He just sucks them back up.
I'm trying to find the... okay. Here we go. On success, the target takes con damage equal to the implantation value.
So 4.
So you'll take 4 con damage. On a failed check, you still take the damage, but the installation fails. A new attempt to install must be made, though it's wise to wait for the con damage to heal before trying again. Doc Hellbroth is a savant in his field, so he's not going to fail this. I'll just say he has a mechanic that... also, the installation is way more than it should be, okay? It's like over double what it should be. But...
He's the best.
Yeah, he's one of the best. So, he will do this. I'm going to roll his heal just for the fun of it, because it's not a skill you get to heal often. Boop. 33, yeah, he succeeds with flying colors. 3 hours pass. Peter, you take 4 con damage. And at the end of it, your cybernetic will be implanted. So...
-4 con.
So wait, you take 4 damage, but your con goes up by 4.
Yes.
So it doesn't actually move, right?
It shouldn't. No. So they should count each other out currently.
Gotcha. I mean, that would make sense to me. So also, this does not stack with any belt of constitution you might have. Okay.
Yeah. The thing I've got is a ion stone. It's giving me +2 to con.
Okay, so yeah, it won't stack with that either.
Stacked either.
Unless it's not an enhancement bonus, because they're both enhancement.
It is an enhancement.
Okay, so yeah, it will not stack in that case. Which means you can give it to someone else. But yeah, so let's...
So my health currently... Oh, actually, did it update? I would have lost 13 health. Is what would have happened.
But your health shouldn't change, I don't think.
I think 113, correct?
Yeah, I believe
So it should drop to 100 even.
100 even.
Yeah. Since I have since the +2 doesn't stack with the +4 it's negating it with, technically my con drops to 14. Because it was 14 before the +2 from the Ion Stone.
Okay. Yeah,
So
we'll
it should
just go with
drop.
that for now.
So
And then-
temporary -13.
Yeah, we'll check the math afterwards. But I'm pretty sure that you would know because you're pretty good at this kind of stuff. So yeah, hours later, give me a fortitude roll as well. See how well you can keep from screaming. DC 25. Wow, you grit your teeth through that shit.
I told you. Mama Hastings didn't raise no baby.
After it's all said and done, the golem opens the door for you all and allows you all in. Hellbroth, after his hours of work, tells you, you're free to go now. Now, do make sure not to move too much. Those stitches are still rather new.
Peter, are you okay?
Are you next?
Of course, I am fully healed, aside from the slight bit of internal bruising.
Enough of this. You, get on the table.
Oh, another thing, and I'm gonna grab him.
All right, everyone select your character and roll initiative.
Okay. I was gonna heal Peter first, but alright. Never mind.
Oops, let me do this instead.
Maddie,
Grabbed him before I could get all the way in the room, damn it.
Maddie, you did that perfectly. I applaud you.
Yeah, so like I hopped off the table, I was like, "Thank you, Doc." Grab.
Let me give you a permanent hug.
Oh yes, and
And another thing. Okay, let's see here.
But wait, there's more. Okay, it's the golem. The golem's the concern.
If you don't know how to shut off a golem by now, you haven't been playing Pathfinder enough. The trick.
All right. You grab hold of him, and at that, the golem drops what it's holding, and then immediately starts to go to fight. Taryn, you're first to go, my dude.
I'm going to shift, and then I'm going to shoot an acid arrow at the golem.
Does that hit the golem's touch AC?
All right, hang on, let's see.
It should.
15. Yes, it does.
Takes 7 acid damage.
Indeed. It has immunity to magic, but only if it allows for spell resist, which that spell does not.
Acid.
Whatever you do, don't cast grease on it.
Yeah.
Good thing that's a spell that I have, because it is actually.
Good thing it's a spell you won't cast.
Roll me 2d4, please.
It's 7.
No, excuse me.
It's gonna be for 4 rounds.
So four more rounds. Gotcha. Boop.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a? Hang on. There's more of like a acidy. There it is. Okay, we'll use that one. Vaughn, you didn't see this going the way it did, but you did see the end result. And of course, you were powerless to stop it. You're staggered for this round. What do you want to do?
oh boy, can't. It's immune to magic. Don't want to just outright murder the doctor. Don't. It's also gonna explode at some point,
That's if it
According-
once it reaches
according to
0.
other people. But I don't know that. So we haven't fought an alchemical golem before, right?
A clockwork.
Clockwork golem.
We did
Or
fight
clockwork. Sorry. Okay. Have we fought a
DC
clockwork
20
golem before?
DC 22 knowledge engineering or arcane. And to answer your question, no.
What is better? My engineering is better. Hiya. Nope.
You may roll both. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know. You fought golems, but not this guy.
So, I'm just gonna 5-foot step forward so I have a better view of the golem. And I'm just gonna fire Eroding Ray at it.
Okay. It is going to have a cover save, but it doesn't matter. Does it not allow for spell resist? Oh,
Nope.
no, wait, no, this is the anti-golem spell.
This is the anti-construct spell, yep.
Yeah, can you give me another ranged attack, please? Because the third rate can crit.
Yes, I can. Where is my ranged?
There beside melee.
It's not going to confirm, but it will absolutely hit.
Can you not stealth reroll that one?
I
Ooh,
could.
okay.
Dude, you
I
just don't need a
could.
1 to hit touch AC.
It's true.
Mm.
But I like saving it for, like, bad shit.
Do it, coward.
This is a terrible idea, but I have other ways to not die. Sure, I'll re-roll that.
All right, let's see. Use your immediate action. Nice. All right, yeah. So give me another 2d6, please.
All right.
So we've got 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 5 is 18 plus another
Yeah.
6.
Ah.
Excellent. You'll work for it.
Ah,
So 20, a grand total of 20 damage. Well done.
it's fine.
Let's see. It ignores hardness and damage reduction. Excellent. Okay, moving right along. Let me see. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Isuma is going to say, enough of this, and shift to here, and she is going to ruin Doc Helfer, or no, the golem actually. It will have cover, but it's a laser gun, so not gonna matter all too much. So, moving right along, she is going to use Deadly Aim and fully fire. -3 to hit, but +6 to damage. This thing's AC is currently 14, so all of those hit. Wow, that's quite the roll on her part.
God, plus 6 to all that too.
Yeah,
16, 19, 15, and 21, 22.
16, 19, 15.
She do the gun thing good.
Yeah, you're telling me 72 damage. Woo. All
Sarah,
right,
Finish it off.
Sarah Hitchkin, you go next, homegirl.
Yes! I'm
Finish it
gonna
off.
shift cast a spell defensively, and then full attack.
Okay, what spell are you casting?
I'm casting, actually, no, I'm just gonna shift and full attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it.
Gonna spend 3 to maximize each one.
Okay.
Ba ba ba.
Its AC is 26. So, well, it's flat-footed, so 25. The first two will hit. Unfortunately, your weapon is not adamantine, so it's going
DR 15, right?
to DR 10. So only 2.
2 damage.
You earned it. The golem now is going to go. It is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Sarah, as it moves to attack Peter.
Yay, 1 damage. But if I hit it, is it twice? I can't spend the point on this, so. Bop. Does that hit?
Yes, that does.
Does that
The second will not hit, but can I get a damage roll, please? Not enough. It would deal a non-lethal if it could be dealt non-lethal. Moving right along, Peter, my dude, you're about to get some shit.
No.
This golem, this room is absolutely filled with very easily broken shit. So the golem actually is trying extra careful to not break anything. So it suffers a -2 to its attacks, and I think the damage roll as well. Let me confirm what it's actually getting a -2 at the moment. To attack rolls and reflex saving throws. So, let me actually just punch in that minus really quick. Minus
I'm
there.
technically grappled, correct?
There. Say again?
Am I technically grappled?
You're going to grab him. He has a chance, since it's combat, to try and evade you. On your turn, you'll attempt the grapple. You've not grappled him yet.
Okay, so let me take this.
Say, this is with the -2. He's attacking you twice. Boop, boop. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Flat-footed AC?
32 against him.
Okay. It's not a robot.
Oh, 31 against
So
him.
31. In that case... Damn, if it didn't have the -2, the other slam would have hit. But yeah, the first one will hit, but not crit, dealing 14 damage to start off with.
Come. Stop it.
Okay.
We have some people in the background. Next we have its grab ability. So
please fail that.
+4 to this. So 49.
No.
Now we all know what happens here.
We all know.
When a clockwork golem
Ow.
grabs hold of somebody, it similar to the monsters from Gears of War, the grinders. It goes grind, and razor sharp gears and blades emerge from its body to slice its foe. This one deals 24 additional damage to you,
Ow.
slashing you up nice and good.
Ow.
And you are currently grappled by it.
Ow, which means I shift to here.
You could say it has a axe to grind with you, Maddie.
Peter, it's your
No.
turn.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Ow. I'm gonna swift action lay on hands.
Okay, I'll do the healing after you've rolled. Hot damn. 27, I assume?
Yeah, boy.
Boop. Okay.
I do not need sickened, disease, or cursed. I should have one more. 12th level, right?
Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how your archetype works.
Oh, I don't have it. I've got it. It's just not on there for some reason. It's blinded.
Gotcha.
Boop,
Okay.
boop. And then I'm going to full attack.
Targeting Doc Hellbroth?
I'll put the first one here. Oh, arrow. Come on. I'll put the first one here, and then I'll put the rest non-lethally into Doc.
Okay. You have a -2 to attack Doc, but the rest...
Well,
Feel
once
free.
it's down, I won't.
Fair enough. Let's see it.
All right. Hiya.
Hot damn! Oh my goodness! That will hit and confirm, dealing 21 slashing, which is enough to
Yeah,
kill it.
boy. I also ignore 5 of that damage reduction. Bye.
That's true. Let me...
Does 26.
Indeed, so you've brought it to -9. Now, Death Burst. When a clockwork
Yeah.
golem is reduced to 0 or fewer hit points, it explodes in a shower of razor-sharp gears and debris. All creatures within a 10-foot burst take 12 die 6 points of slashing with an 18 reflex save, resulting in half of the damage. So, I'm going to roll this first for Doc Hellbroth. Oof.
Ooh.
DC 18. Oh no! That's unfortunate.
He's about to get non-lethal anyway. He'll be alright.
Peter, can I get a reflex save, my guy? That will succeed, so you will take 19. I'll take that from you. Boop.
Make it a 20 when we have
Sarah, can I get a reflex as well?
Yes, you may.
Still get a 1.
I won't.
You got the opposite. You take 21. I'll take that for you.
Alright.
And
the
the
rest of
clockwork
those attack-
golem is destroyed.
I'm going to shift after that attack and then put the rest of those into him.
Okay.
Yeah. What's his flat-footed?
His flat-footed AC is 22.
So shrapnel just
Damn.
showers the wall and the door in front of
Yeah.
us.
I only hit him the once. He takes 15 on lethal. And I heal for 2 more health.
Have you rolled an attack roll? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. It's with that full attack.
Oh. Sorry. The first one will hit, dealing how much damage?
The first one dealt 31 to the golem, knocked it down. I shifted and then hit him with the second attack, dealing 15 non-lethal.
Gotcha. 15 non-lethal. Excellent, excellent. It is the Doc's turn. He is going to shift away. Yes.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh, that's
that's the wrong one. It was this one?
Yeah, you have that Siren Ray trick, right? You deal more damage if it's non-lethal. And then you get healed for an amount?
Yeah, if I deal non-lethal once per round, I can heal 2d6. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you can do that. I can't remember what it's called, though.
It's this one right here. I found it. Boom. What?
Way of the
there you go,
Merciful.
5.
Okay, so I'll give you 5. That's a pretty cool little trick. As long as you deal it one time. Oh yeah, it's very nice.
It's once a round. If I deal non-lethal, I heal 2d6 because I'm
Doc
using my
Helbroth
DD.
is not a good person. He is as chaotic evil as they come. And you can tell that just from being fucking near him. And with how much malice and glee he took in carving you up earlier. And now you get to carve him up. But instead you bash him with not the business end of your scimitar. And with such a horrible person, the fact that you would have mercy on him is shined down upon you very well by your patron. And she gives you a little bit of health for it. She gives you 5 health. Don't spend it all in one place. Doc Helbroth's turn. Let's see. The Doc is going to activate a special little campaign trick where you hear him, he says, "You monsters! You dare to attack me in my home!" And as he shifts away, he grinds his teeth, and you can hear some of his teeth crack. And those teeth were false and filled with extracts.
Oh boy.
Oh.
That is a free action. He now is going to take his turn. The golem is no more, which is unfortunate. Let's
Also,
see.
he took 40-something damage and his health bar barely moved.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. He is going to take out a dart gun. And he fills it with a liquid that you're rather familiar with.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
Oh, yes. He pours Nemerian fluid into it.
I've seen this trick before!
It's actually scripted. That's how he does this. Take this.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Never said he was shooting.
Who's he shooting at?
Peter.
The 17 will miss.
Is a dart gun, does it target touch AC?
Good question. Let me look. I should have the text.
Let's see.
I think so. Also, the dart that he fired that had the Numerian fluids would have been the first one. So at least that missed.
I'm going to say he fires it and then reloads it and fires it again.
Okay. It does make more sense for like the boss, a boss to like not run out of Numerian fluid shots.
Similar to how Isuma has not been actually using any charges of her batteries as she mows things down with her rifle.
I have mine as against regular AC. So
it is
marked
a
against
firearm.
touch, but
it's a firearm.
it is a firearm, so I guess
So-
it is against touch.
Yeah.
I don't see anything saying it's not. Maybe I just
Yeah.
had it marked wrong.
That would make sense.
Takes a standard action to fill it with stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
the first shot was filled already. It was just primed that way. And then I, as the DM, say the second one is. Then he shoots you with it. So, are you ready to spin the wheel of fundus, Maddie?
I'd rather not, but okay.
Pneumarian fluids. Feel free to read that if you wish. For you, Maddie, I'm going to need you to roll a dice for me.
Okay.
So,
No, wait. The effects of the Pneumarian fluids can be negated with a successful DC 20 Fortitude saving throw.
that's correct. In the dice,
Cool.
Give me a fortitude save. Damn, I'll get you. I'll get you. Don't you worry.
Do I roll to see for the effects first, or do I negate them first? That's the question.
You'll just negate them first.
Roll to see what you would have gotten.
No.
Do it.
Let's
Do
see.
it.
Success at the saving
Do
throw
it.
produces the needs.
I want to know.
Precludes the need to save against addiction, but also prevents the dose from countering the effects of addiction. A person partaking of nefarious blooms can open his mind and body to the fluid's effects, voluntarily foregoing a fortitude save. Of course. Oh, so I do get to know the effect first.
You do? You know what?
Yeah.
Fine, sure.
A
Give
person
me a die,
partaking of
give me a
Pneumarian
die
fluid
100.
can open his mind and body to the fluid's effects, voluntarily foregoing a fortitude save.
So, do you want to forego the save?
Well, I want to know what it does first.
No. Do you want to forego the save, or do you want to know? It might be good. It could be great.
I'd rather not chance it. They're mostly bad. No.
Come
Maddie,
on!
don't be a coward.
You don't want a +6 enhancement bonus to a random ability score for several days?
I'm going to say no, but I'm going to roll to see what it would have been.
Hey, Maddie.
So what is it?
It's
1d100?
a die 100, yes.
What was that? Mama Hastings didn't raise no baby? Sure sounds like a baby.
What would a 92 get me?
A 92, you would gain fast healing 5 for 24 hours.
But
You'd also
but
have
you
to consume twice as much food and water as normal. You become a shonen protagonist.
Oh no. Okay, and then I need to roll it again for the second shot?
No, he only hit you once.
Oh.
Oh wait,
No,
is your
they-
touch
nope.
AC?
My touch AC is 14.
Oh, then yes, you will. Okay. It is a different dose. Let's see what it would have been.
77.
Go with the 77 because you rolled it and it got through first. For 1 to 4 hours, you would be healed by a random energy type instead of being harmed.
Oh, cool.
But being healed that way staggers you for 1 round. Weird. All right.
That's cool.
That's his turn,
I
though.
take 4
he
damage.
He brought you down to 71.
Wait, no, he critted. He only dealt 2.
Oh, yeah. He did crit. That's funny. I'll give you 2 back. There you go. The crit damage is less.
Also,
Amazing.
does the just this is me asking, I don't know. Does the fortitude save for the effects, does that also count for the damage that the Pneumarian fluids would do to you?
No.
good
The
question.
dart gun, like the needle
No.
piercing.
The
you.
Pneumarian fluids, when you like ingest them, do a 1d2 con damage. to
Yeah,
you.
they have like actual
That's-
just drug stats. Let's see.
It's like does that like the fortitude save is
Fortitude
against
save against the
that
addiction
and
yeah.
everything
I
else,
already closed it, so
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say he made it. He's fine.
Okay.
He's not gonna be affected by it. But
I just
moving
wasn't sure.
right along. Yeah, you're fine. Taryn, you're going next, my dude.
Okay, so I'm like, whoo, the golem's dealt with, and those are fuck it, I'll move. I'll go 5, 10, 15, and then I'm gonna see that bitch, and I'm gonna cast Hold Monster.
Ooh, nice. He is indeed a humanoid. Let's see. So I need a DC 22 will save. Yikes. Let's see.
I believe in the power of...
It is an enchantment, so being an elf, he has a +2 to this.
Yeah, I forget.
Hiya! Oh no! It succeeds! He is paralyzed.
I got you, bitch.
I can't wait to non-lethally coup de grace him right now.
Vaughn.
Did I do that?
Are you wanting some emeralds?
Vaughn. Hang on. Far away from. A second.
Especially you, Scott, for not getting.
Vaughn's gonna 5-foot step forward to here.
Okay.
As a move action, he's gonna draw his own dart gun
No.
that already happens to be loaded with Numerian fluids.
Yeah. Go on.
And
Cool.
he's gonna fire it. Cause why
Oh.
not?
This
Yeah.
shall be a naughty caprice. All right, let's see a shot.
Alright,
Jazzy,
it should only roll the one attack. It's only one
You,
attack.
you can click the yeah. Let's see. That will definitely hit him. So okay, let's do the one. Bink. His health did move. It's just barely.
Yeah, the second damage there is the con damage if it Yes,
Yes, if it-
succeeds.
DC 20. No.
How
Please- Please roll something awful. Please roll something awful.
I'm so
He gets immortality. He's gonna get
sad.
immortality.
Okay, so wait, his health is going to go down because he got con damaged. So that. Let me state the as 1 con damage. You monster! You can't outdrug me!
I just like that Vaughn sees him fire on Peter and just kind of like cocks his head to the side and is like, huh.
No, this will be funny. And the results are. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
He ages 2 die 10 years in front of you. He ages 13 years, which for an elf is nothing.
He just gets a little wrinkly. He's just like, what the fuck?
A single
Isuma?
gray hair.
Is going to move to here
So close.
and ready her gun. Let's see.
So close to something
So-
absurd.
So close to greatness. Deadly aim, firing 1 time with a 0 rifle. Pew! I find this surprising, but that will hit. Dealing a grand total of 17. Doot. What is he? No. Okay.
Man, if he had,
So
if that
drugs.
rolled in,
That's a poison effect, correct?
yes and no.
Because he is immune to poisons.
Yes and no. Well, poisons are poisons, but drugs are not poisons. Technically, they're their own weird thing that just functions similar
I mean,
to
okay.
poisons.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it didn't really have an effect on him anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just chalk it up as I don't know. Let's see if he can evade it again. Sarah, you're going next, homegirl.
Cool. I'm gonna shift in. Oh,
Ooh.
if I can get back to this. Shift in. I'm gonna full attack with a keen maximized. Only the first one. Keen maximized shocking grasp. Full attack round. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zach.
If the first one hits, it delivers the touch. I need to put in my -2 to all of this.
So when you cast Shocking Grasp, do you wish to use Spell Strike to
Yeah,
make
through
an
the
extra
whip.
attack with the whip and then make a full
Yeah.
attack as well?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this maximized damage is on the first attack with the whip.
Unfortunately, that will miss. But the spell is still there for the full attack.
Right.
The spell is still
Yeah.
maximized, so it should still.
yeah.
It'll still smack him around.
Oh, my attack is maximized, not the weapon damage, not the spell damage.
Gotcha.
Anyway, here's this.
Well,
Oh.
the crit will hit and it will confirm.
On the shocking grasp one too.
Mm-hmm. The
That
rest
means
will miss.
shocking grasp crits.
Indeed. Indeed. Go ahead and roll the shocking grasp damage. Uh-huh.
I rolled again.
No. That's that. Wait,
Oh.
is it? Wait.
Yeah, 5d6.
Okay,
double.
so you don't have the trick
Oh.
that makes it 10
Oh.
then?
Yeah, that doesn't make it, 20d6.
I saw my life flash before my eyes. So he's dealt 18 by the whip and then 49 by the electricity. But
you can
he
avoid that.
moved. You watched him move. He is not actually affected by hold person right now. He was tricking you.
What?
Oh, does he have
What?
freedom of movement?
One of the extracts he took was freedom of movement.
Okay.
That
Wow.
bitch.
Smart.
Damn, Sarah, another crit shocking grasp that ruins my encounter.
They don't happen often, but when they do.
When they do. Peter Hastings.
Knock him out.
Now properly in this encounter.
Sleep.
AC is 28. The first one will hit, the rest will miss. Dealing 13 non-lethal. Dang, got me. Got me by 2 health. This boy, he takes a nap.
I also gain my health back.
Give me 2d6, please.
Oh, click. Fuck the wrong one.
You clicked the wrong
There we
one
go.
again.
8.
8. Okay, I'll give you that 8 there.
I like to think Peter didn't even use his weapon. It's just like the Russian slapping contest. Peter just walks up and slaps the shit out of him.
Bop. Bop it.
At that, you hear something coming from over here.
I ready my gun.
Turning the corner is Seoria, who is beginning to walk up, and she says, "Oh, you're still here. Is the Then she sees this situation.
I'll pipe up. Fret not, he's not dead. Just sleeping.
We need to. Okay, out of character.
She walks past
and-
Yvonne.
Oh,
I would
okay.
like to
Yvonne
cast
has
full
her gun
person on her.
trained on Seoria, who doesn't even notice it, but just
Oh.
keeps walking past the rest of you.
I'm gonna bring up out of character real quick that he acted like she was the drug dealer and he was just a cybernetics person, so she might be the person we really need to capture. But we also should probably talk to her.
You weren't here for. Wait.
No, we were. I show the scarring on my chest. We were.
I say,
here to rob us.
we.
What? No, we're here for.
She pulls an adamantine short sword.
I said, put that away, woman. We don't wish to hurt you.
Give me a diplomacy check or intimidate, one or the other.
She will be talked into submission.
That is indeed the case.
Talk no Hastings.
I'll sheath my my scimitar and go, and I see her pull it out. I was like, put that away. And I just wave it at her like, stop it.
Right, you're like, you're just gonna hurt somebody. Stop.
I'll reach out and I'll just push it back into its sheath.
No, she has her weapon out still, and she looks down at the dock and she says, "Why? He's still alive. What are you doing here? What is the meaning of this?"
He sells illicit substances to the palace, and we needed to
Stop it.
stop that.
Are you
And we need that not to happen.
Are you here from the Sovereign? She takes a step back in, fear.
No.
We're here not from, but for the Sovereign.
I'm
What do
gonna
you
step
mean?
in front of her and
It would greatly benefit us if he were to come back to his senses.
I'm gonna step here, get real close to her, and go, I'll be frank with you. We're trying to save the Sovereign.
He's
Save
a little
him
too
It-
choked out of it.
it
Save
dawns
him
on
for
her
his drug
finally
addiction that he is.
Yeah, give me another
collapsed
diplomacy
into.
check. Another, yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you say that, and she kind of has a. I see. We were giving him drugs, and you killed him for it. Wait, no, you've. Do you think he'll?
I'm gonna pipe up and say, tell me, which side do you stand? Do you stand with the Technic League or with the Sovereign?
Almost ignoring your statement, she walks up to Doc Hellbroth, and, like, leans down, like kneels down to like look over his defeated like form, and then stabs his head through into the fucking ground with her short sword.
I'm giddy at that. Ooh,
Ooh.
it just got
Oh,
spicy.
that escalated.
I'm gonna the sword still in his head. I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders and wrench her up out of it so that she loses grip on the sword. And I said, "What have you done? You can't just
what
be
have you done?
murdering
Can you do it
people."
again?
I'm gonna point a finger at Sarah and go, "There's one thing about getting petty revenge. There's another thing about doing things in cold blood."
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Peter. That wasn't very cash money of you.
I rather liked it.
She says, I've been wanting to do that for some time now.
See, she even has a plot for revenge. Look, it all
Has he-
works.
Did he have you trapped here?
No. I've worked under him. Let me explain a bit. I worked as a petty thief in my early years, stealing tiny bits of technology and selling them to the Technic League for profit when I could, but only making a distinctive scratch, and I'd only make any so much that I'd know that how many times it'd been resold for my own amusement. I'd never been caught, and by the time I'd made enough money to afford my own implants, I'd actually forged a few worthwhile relationships within the League. Those allies got me a job here. While they've since ridden afoul of Technic League politics, I've enjoyed somewhat of a passing comfort within this nightmare of a city. I have no enjoyment for my employer, or ex-employer. Between his appearance and his attitude, and his cruelty, I have seen him only as a necessary evil. I've entertained the idea of doing that before, but I'd never had the stomach for it before. And seeing that you've done my work for me, I only saw to see that your work was completed. Hellbroth would not have stopped unless you killed him. We would have found some way, or at least he would have told the League about your workings. Then she says, knowing that I worked for the League, what are you going to do with me?
Do you still currently hold residence with him?
Well, they never made me a proper carrier, and they do still know that I am here. And it will not take long for them to know that Hellbroth is no longer providing his substances. We do have a bit of a stockpile, but only enough for 1, maybe 2 pickups. I'll make you a deal. I'll promise to stop any connections with the Technic League if you will spare me and leave this my bar now and never come back.
That seems
It seems we could
pretty reasonable.
we could try and what's it called? Arrange to have you moved and secured so that you are safe.
Moved where?
If you haven't already guessed, I'm assuming you know who we're working with.
If you refuse
I don't know
to
who
sell
you
the
people
league,
are. None of you look the same.
if you refuse to sell the league, drugs, will they retaliate in some way?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? They're the Technic League. They're insane, and the ones that aren't insane are just malicious.
Then what are you going to do staying here at the bar? For now, at the very least.
I don't know. What aren't... You're here to save the Sovereign. You're going to take out the Technic League.
I mean...
You said it, not us.
That's the plan.
Well, then be heroes, if that's what you think you are for this.
I'm going to remove my cloak. Her saying that, I say, "We are."
Hang on, let me start
I'm
this
gonna...
different kind of music.
And then I'm gonna say, "Well, since you haven't guessed it, we are working with Mockery."
You whip off the cloak and this music starts playing.
Yeah. I say,
"You're working with the Mockery."
Yes, they approached us since we are in mutual agreement on what needs to be done in this city.
Oh no. With
And I'm gonna say,
band of fools.
Band of fools looking out for the people rather than the coin.
People, spare me. Have you seen the people here?
Yes,
It's terrible.
Definitely downtrodden and definitely not the most prosperous in healthcare. But
just
it can't be.
Fine. Take whatever drugs you wish, whatever goods in this festivity, whatever ale, rob me blind, I don't care anymore. Just...
Oh look, 6,500 gold. Neat, mine.
The party gains. Peter gains back his money.
Wait, do I really get it all back?
Yeah, you get the 6,500 back.
Fuck! Yeah, my... Oh, that was a steal.
It'll take some time finding it because it did scatter because the golem exploded. But as long as you take the time to find it, you'll get it back. Sayori,
you have to pick it out of the walls and shit.
Sayori seems defeated and depressed, and she needs a drink.
Before she left, Vaughn was gonna offer, like, we can put you in we can take you to a safe location till
That's what I was
we have
trying to
taken
say.
care of the Technic League, and then you can come back here and run your bar, and you'll most likely never see us again.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah.
you could arrange for protection. You know, you could
Yeah.
assist or simply stand out of the way. Your choice. You'd be
She
protected.
clearly doesn't really want to assist,
Yeah.
but I mean, just hey, you know they're gonna retaliate. Don't stay in the bar.
When you finally, like, after collecting all of your stuff, you return to, like, the main area of the tavern. Sayoria is, like, hanging out over here, just she has turned a bottle up. She's just drinking away her emotions. You can say all this and she'll say, fine, whatever. I've never known a better home than the Red Reaver. And tell me, where's this safe house of yours? I'm assuming safer than one of the most...
Well, safer from the Technic League as opposed to safe from
She goes,
random people.
Oh, please tell me it's not in the kill box.
Vaughn just kind of smiles at her.
Oh, it's in the kill box. I beg of you, please say it isn't the Ashen Mound. And with that, that is how we are going to end this session.
The party just kind of like, please say it isn't the Ashen Mound. The party just kind of like looks at each other. Like,
Alrighty. Well,
It's not. Hammer snaps. We're at the Ashen Mound.
It's not. It's a cardboard box behind it.
Alrighty, I'll award you all some experience in a moment. But
if we lie to you, will it make you feel better?
with all that out of the way, I'm going to bring an end to the stream. Go ahead and say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Stop by
Bye,
next
have a
time.
good
Have a parade. All right, and I would like to thank any of you all that have stopped by to listen to our goofy ramblings of Pathfinder in this Pathfinder adventure path of Iron Gods. If you like the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. And I know if you are on YouTube enough, you've heard that a number of times, but it really does help the channel out. The more people we get to see these things, the more viewers, the more YouTube shines its omniscient light upon us, and the better of content that we'd be able to make for you all. But yeah, I'd just like to thank you all from Take 10 Gaming, to thank you for stopping by and taking 10 with us. Good night, everyone.